My name's Jamie. I'm the Managing Director of Superior Salesforce. I'm down here on the bailout at the old Melbourne jail. The experience tonight's been an amazing one. Listening to a number of the speakers and the experiences of people that stayed in the jail has been amazing. As an ambassador within the Sydney team and working with Mark and Rachel and their team, it's been an absolute privilege for me and my company to be involved. We've raised, I think, over $13,000-14,000, and for me, even though that tonight is the finish of the bailout, it really is the start of the journey for working with Whitelion. So it's been an amazing experience, and I would encourage anyone to give their time where they can to mentor and or to be an ambassador within the association, and we would really appreciate your help.
I guess there's a lot of charities out there, so why Whitelion for you? What was the reason?
A little close to my heart. So I grew up in a pretty troubled environment, and saw my mother live for a number of years in a state of, in a very bad place. To when at 11 years of age, when you're ringing the police at 3 a.m. to come down to help pick up your mother, and they're saying, "Sorry, son, we've been coming for the last 18 months. We can't come anymore." It was something that I wanted to, later on in my life, was to give back and help work with kids that have come from a troubled background and troubled homes, and that certainly has been my motivation in being involved with Whitelion. And as I said, this is the start of the journey, so we're pretty excited about what we're doing with the association. Look, we're a national sales and merchandising company, and look, we want to look at assisting in giving employment to young kids, and maybe even training them on giving them the confidence of being able to sell and to be able to approach people. So my association again is mainly to help young kids to get a chance and believe in themselves. And I started a company 16 years ago, and now we've come a long way, and it's time to give back, and that's what I'm really looking forward to. Yeah, so for me, the most memorable part of the evening was definitely listening to Stephen Kane. He wasn't an actor. He was a real person who spent a number of years in the jail here and in Pentridge. As he kept referring to, he lost 25 years of his life in prison, and to hear some of his stories, and particularly even afterwards, I got the opportunity to have a chat with him. A really soul-to-the-earth person. He obviously committed a number of crimes, and was a regular drug user, even was a heroin addict, and to see him and his story was probably one of the most moving things. His wording to me was, "There is no way I would have stepped back in these jails if it wasn't for Whitelion. Otherwise I would never have walked back in these doors."
What would you say to people thinking about getting involved next year?
Oh, look, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all time poor, so money is very important to the association, but I think your time is even more paramount. So I would really encourage anyone who's looking at wanting to be part of giving back to society, and certainly to troubled kids. Whitelion is without a doubt, for me, one of the most moving and passionate organisations that I've been lucky to be associated with, and more importantly, we'd love to see you next year. Join us at one of our bailouts around the country.